It was a shiny, smooth, and a grey golden morning for the students when their in charge Mrs. Basu entered right in their classroom and made a fascinating announcement regarding the Republic Day celebration in their school. It was told to the students that they were supposed to perform an act which left a patriotic impact on them. The day finally arrived when an eloquence practice of the students was scheduled and all of them had been told to come prepared with their speeches. From the number of hands that went up, it became apparent that nearly everyone was eager to speak. Such a response gladdened the teacher. She knew that the topic had already fired the imagination of her students. Then the students began to speak.
We won't forgive, we won't forget. 26 November 2008. Presenting before you the unsung India's heroes of 2611.
The very first bold and daring Major Unni Krishnan, the NSG commando. He was locked in a fierce gunfight with the terrorists as soon as he entered the hotel building. Undaunted by the terrorists virtually controlling the hotel, the brave Major decided to evict them by any means. Ordering his colleagues to stay behind, Major Unni Krishnan decided to surge ahead himself. In an extreme show of defiance, he tried to save the life of his colleague Gajinder Singh despite being just moments away from his death. At last, Major Unni Krishnan breathed his last, a hero in the line of fire.
Moving on to our next hero, Vishnu Dattaram Zende, the announcer in the CST platform. Ignoring the terrorist who had by then gone on a shooting spree, he continued to guide the passengers to safety through the PA system. He was a sitting duck. Thousands of commuters escaped death because of Zende's words of caution. Finally, the terrorist opened fire on him, but luckily the bullets missed him. Perhaps God wanted him alive.
I would like to shed some light on the deeds of Karambir Singh, who was the general manager of the Taj Hotel. He did not feel worried about his own safety or his family's. Instead, he helped his guests and staff go out of the hotel. His family and children were trapped in a room which was ablaze with fire. They died there in the room due to suffocation. But he kept on doing his duty even though he had lost his family. After that tragedy, he did not leave his job. He is still working there and helping to restore the heritage structure of the Taj Hotel.
I would like to praise the brave heart Hemant Karkare, the anti-terrorism squad chief who laid down his life while chasing the intruders near Kama Hospital. DIG Ashok Kamte and Vijay Kalaskar were Hemant Karkare's colleagues who were also felled by enemy bullets. All the three officers fought terror with all the might and ingenuity at their command. Through their sacrifice, they ensured our security.
I look up to the great patriot that is Tukaram Umble. He was an army soldier who served as an assistant sub-inspector of the Mumbai police, a key instrument in apprehending the terrorist Ajmal Kasab alive. He was later martyred in action while fighting the terrorists during the 2611 terror attacks at Girgaon Chowpatty. His priceless contribution and sacrifice was recognized, and the Indian government posthumously honored him on 26 January 2009 with the prestigious Ashok Chakra, the country's highest peacetime gallantry award for extraordinary bravery and valor in the line of duty.
This depicts the jealous Mumbai Fire Brigade. The 26/11 says redefined firefighting operation. Sanjay Rane Station Master at Indira Dock was part of the rescue operation at CST and then at the Taj Hotel. At CST, more than 100 people were rushed by the fire brigade to nearby hospital for medical aid.
Among all the brave hearts, there was a courageous, decent chap, Tawfiq Sheikh, the Chotu Chaiwala. He had a tiny tea stall outside the CST terminus. The young lad swung into action on seeing the injured. He made arrangements to have the injured taken to the nearby St. George Hospital. Through his timely intervention, he saved the lives of those hit by the enemy's fire. Although he was the youngest among all, yet his deeds were commendable.
I want to pay homage to Sandra Samuel, who saved the life of a 2-year-old toddler, Moshe Holzberg. She was the boy's nanny. The grisly murder of the boy's parents at Nariman House could not be averted.
Moving on, I want to shower my adulation on the innocuous keepers of the Qabristan, the Muslim burial ground. They were so repelled by the hideous terrorists that they refused to bury them in the burial ground. They thought the attacker's barbarism had been too un-Islamic to bear.
As the students ended, the whole audience gave them a standing ovation. There was an utter silence in the auditorium. The audience was thereby convinced that this coming generation would grow up imbibing the values of tolerance, peace and altruism. They would make their motherland an abode of peace and a beacon to the whole world.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.